Okay. Hopefully everything is working. There we go. Hello everyone. Let me turn this down just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, so hello everyone. I am Liz. We are back. Let me also edit the model. There we go. Oh, let me unmute the game. So, we are finishing up the Archon class today. We fix my limiter again. There we go. So yeah, we are finishing up the Archon quest today, so if you have not checked out the first part, beginning of the Archon quest, then be sure to check out, about the last hour and a half of yesterday's stream. We did a little bit of the first bit of the Archon quest. So, a model for every occasion. Exactly! I have a model for almost any occasion. I mean, hey, they're fun to draw. I get more practice, and I get art examples. And you guys get new art. Woo! Also 20 combo. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, so let's continue where we left off. I started a lot earlier, but I was working on this, and yeah, I was just so tired during the day.
There's no need for everyone
I had to get up early.
I'll protect the
I couldn't get to sleep, so I was up all night. Up until like how long was it until I went to bed? I think it was like almost 2 p.m. before I actually fell asleep.
What's going on?
So
You're back.
Yeah, I was
How's the Dendro Archon?
tired. She's with that, she's still
what a
recovering.
relief.
It's the Jinn. Countless Jinn have stirred up violent sandstorms across the desert, blocking our path to the Temple of Silence. Tainari and Kale have returned to Aru village to help. The Jinn are being highly aggressive, so both the village and the merchant caravans require protection.
It's just one thing after another. Where did all of them come from anyway? In all my trips to the desert, I've never seen anything like this before.
As I see
Yeah, I
it,
would bet.
the only possible candidate is Gurabad.
Gurabad?
Baladuri could explain in more detail if he were here. All I know is a rumor I've heard about from previous trips to the desert. Supposedly, a great number of dormant Jinn lie sealed beneath that city.
Jinn from Gurb, huh? Ooh. That's a little suspicious. Familiar figure comes to mind. Oh no. That thing.
Gurabad is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still. My master, I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you.
So that's what she sounds like. Okay.
Leopard. Yeah.
I can't remember if I
we always
finished
say
the
goodbye to
sword
a
quest or
friend
not.
Well, maybe not a friend exactly, but someone we met on the road anyway. She was a strange bottle. If we can find a way to wake her up, maybe she can help solve the situation in Gurabad.
Well, be careful. You may find there's more than just the Jinn to worry about.
You mean, there are other dangers in Gurabad?
Oh
It's a
no.
sensible assumption to make. The moment we arrived in Caravan Rebod, the Irminsul anomaly started spreading in that direction. Now we've moved to the desert, and suddenly we're plagued by Jinn and sandstorms. To call it a coincidence would be a stretch.
Don't worry, we've gotten a lot stronger since our last stint in Sumeru.
Yep. Oh no.
Ah! When did
Oh no.
It appears the monsters native to the desert have been stirred by the Jin's activity.
Traveler, that is not the weapon I have equipped to you, but alright then.
You should get going. We'll take care of things here.
Aw, I wanted to fight. Be
You too.
careful.
Don't do anything too risky. You got it?
We won't, Kave. We won't, Kave. It's okay. I hope, anyways. Alright. Well, let's go. By the way, everyone, we do have a new badge.
Are swarming out of Gurba.
So, you guys will have the option to get a new badge for either 1 hour of watch time or 1 subscription. It's both the same badge. I'm required to make a subscription one. I tried to just make it watch time, but it wouldn't let me. So, just keep that in mind. Alright then, let's go.
They just keep coming! How many of these things are there? We'll never take them all out! Let's just head further inside for now!
Alright, whatever you say, Paimon.
Target spotted. All units at the ready.
The Fatui? They must be using this place as a stronghold! Are they the ones behind all this? Huh. Fighting Jin with one hand and Fatui with the other? This is pure chaos!
Laline, it's Papa. Get him. Teamwork is dreamwork. Ha! Take me up. Open fire. Bullseye.
Come on. Come on, Jessica. Get them.
Shower me with the...
Adventure time. I'm going in.
Let the world collide!
Suffer the wrath of Eve.
Oh.
Fire in the hole.
And there goes my PC. Okay.
Take too long.
Where is you all?
Locked on.
Okay. You all I can safely ignore.
Do you see that strange machine? Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that that's the thing wrecking Gurabad and setting all those dangerous Jin free!
The target has reached the core zone. Requesting backup. Repeat, requesting backup.
Backup en route. Stop her at all costs.
On.
Careful! They're back again!
Great. More Fatui.
Bullseye.
None of you just learn. We have the most powerful combo. We have a Farina Bennett combo.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Time to shine!
Laline, it's Papa. Get him. Take me up. Open fire.
Success! Nice one, Traveler! Let's keep going!
There we go.
Shower me with praise!
Ha! Get to work. Ha!
Fire away! Fire away!
Let my
Echo in song. Let's light it up. I'm going in.
Slash, hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Let's fly.
Like I said, I would have been live a lot sooner, but your girl needed her sleep.
Strike a pose. Show no mercy. Ugh. Teamwork is dreamwork. Time to shine. You two. Time to end. I always bounce back. Just watch me.
There you are.
Bullseye! Bullseye! Take me up! Open fire! Open fire!
And there you go.
Fulfill our pact! Ha!
Grab some of those.
Yeah! This hunk of junk's gone kaput! Now we can finally...
It seems my subordinates failed to stop you in your tracks.
Oh no.
Apologies, sir.
There is
Pentalone?
no need to apologize.
Pentalone?
You did
Pentalone?
well to hold
I
your
can't
ground
remember
against
his
such
name.
a
I can't
powerful
remember all of
adversary
it
for
that
as
we...
long as you did. I must commend your courage and perseverance.
Oh?
So, you're in charge here, huh? First the problems with Irminsul, now this mess in Gurabad? Are you the ones responsible for all this?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy.
Oh, this guy is so snooty!
Get him, come on.
However you want to spin it, you're clearly involved in this somehow. So you can either start talking, or we'll have to make you talk.
Yeah, come on.
Let's get him! Traveler, what's wrong?
Something seems unusual about him. Is he trying to provoke us? This feels like a trap. Judging by the tent it applies, I might see many more Fatui stationed here than we first saw on the way in. So where are the rest?
You're remarkably calm. Some would act more rashly upon finding the ringleader all alone. But you keep your cool. Even as your enemy, I must applaud you.
Did you show yourself just to say that?
Is
Get
this
him,
you
girl.
trying to take back control of the conversation? Unfortunately, I really don't have anything to say to you. I am here merely to indulge my own curiosity. Your names are well known among the Fatui.
I would
Naturally, I
hope.
wanted to observe you up close while I had the chance.
Hey! Don't treat us like we're some kind of exotic animals in a zoo!
Yeah, get him,
I would
Pokemon.
dream
Get him.
of it. You seem rather predisposed to misunderstand me. I'm quite aware that you are both heroes of great renown. You have resolved crises in many nations and won countless allies along the way. I've been
course.
following your adventures with great admiration. My only regret is that the trajectory of your journey conflicts with our goals.
Well, really?
Admiration! Sorry, but that sounds pretty weird coming from you.
I don't see
Exactly.
why. We may happen to occupy opposing sides, but there is no cause for deep-seated enmity between us. To respect one's enemy is to respect oneself.
Well, now that you're observing us up close, what do you see?
I've observed as keenly as I can. Yet, while I endeavor to understand, your true strength remains a mystery to me. Violence is
Okay,
not my
okay.
area of expertise either, so, you see, I would much rather converse with you like this than determine a victor with the edge of a blade. Besides, I've heard that even 3 moons in the sky fail to eclipse your brilliance. I know better than to bite off more than I can chew.
Then walk away. He knows about not
So,
cry.
you have a connection with the Harbinger, the Doctor.
Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nodcry, but there are things that do not end with his departure. We must... Look at me. I almost divulged more than I should have.
So this isn't the Tori acting. This is one of the Tori's clones acting?
I've said quite enough, I believe. There's no point in continuing this conversation, except to say,
Well, if that's the case, how
I've
is the
noticed that you seem
clones
to know your way
alive?
around here
I
quite
I
well.
don't know. I don't
A
understand the
repeated
Tori.
visitor to Gurabad,
Can we just beat him up already, please?
I'll take that as a yes. Then I'm sure you'll have heard the story of this place. The mother of the Jinn, Lilupar, and the tragic tale of her vengeance that spanned 3 generations. It was right here that Lilupar once helped the wise to ascend to the throne. But from that moment on, every king who sat upon it was corrupted by power. These degenerate rulers lost control over their nation, and with it, the right to occupy that exalted seat.
What are you trying to say?
I once admired you for your adventures. That is the earnest truth. But it appears to me that your journey serves ultimately to uphold the rules of this world. Are these rules truly just? Does the heavenly principles rule with wisdom or folly? And how can we be sure that the 7 who wield authority over the world will not be corrupted?
Do you seriously think you're gonna convince us of anything?
Convince you? I'm sure my commander already tried that. Why would I waste my breath doing the same? If a few words from a stranger were enough to make someone completely change their stance, it would only prove that they never had a firm will to begin with. I am merely stating my position, so that we might understand each other better. One's enemy in the present may not necessarily be an enemy for life. As for what game I'm playing here, I'm simply buying some time. But now I must bid you farewell. It was a wise decision not to attack me immediately. Since you did not fall for my ambush, I will now have to ask those in hiding to reveal themselves.
Leave this to us, sir.
Very well. I trust you to do what is necessary.
Oh, great.
Stall her while I execute the next step of the plan. Sumeru City, Irminsul.
Oh no.
Hey! Stop right there! Don't you dare leave without explaining yourself!
Yeah, get him,
Unit,
Paimon.
stop them! Protect the commander!
Did you hear that? He mentioned Sumeru City and Irminsul! He definitely knows something! We can't let him get away! Get rid of these pesky soldiers, quick!
Rear guard to the front. Don't let them through.
Get that thing in position!
Light it up. Fulfill our path. Laline, it's Papa. Get up. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let the world come alive.
Y'all are just giving me infinite energy.
Hold on. Just a little longer. Did it take too long? Bullseye. Shower me with show no mercy. Suffer the wrath of me. Take me up. Locked on.
We finally beat them! That mysterious guy can't have gotten far! Let's catch up with him!
Let's go. How do you set up? Do you want to choose the party?
My blade will lead us through the shadows.
There's still a long road ahead.
You know what? Yeah. Let's Chaska.
Found him! Over here!
You're very persistent.
With Chaska and Lolly for
Hey, you! Stop running!
Rumi and Clan. Looking triggers and balloon reactions. Paimon, wait.
What's this?
Another barrier.
Relax.
Goody.
A small trap like this won't be enough to hold you. The sandstorms from Gurabad will die down soon enough, but this small window of time was all we needed to launch the next phase of our plan.
Oh no. So there was more than one ambush. Shouldn't have let my guard down.
Don't be discouraged. I knew that someone would come here eventually, so I planned ahead. Where to chat with you, which door to exit from, even which mechanism to wait by for you. I thought through every detail. You, meanwhile, know nothing of who I am. So far, you've only heard my voice, and for all you know, it may not even be real.
Oh,
But
great.
not to worry. This is only our first meeting. It shan't be our last.
Just answer me one last question. Why do you continue to follow Dottore? He has conducted countless cruel experiments, even on his subordinates.
Follow isn't quite the right word. Let's just say even those you see as villains have their friends, even if they aren't the most sincere of friendships. When any set of rules is established, there will be those who benefit and those who lose out. People will do anything to justify what they have gained, or escape from the hardship imposed upon them. Neither he nor I are tolerated by the rules of this world. We were both searching for a new order. Our ideas of the final form that should take may have differed, but our journeys took a shared path. Goodbye, Traveler and Paimon. I wish you a timely escape, albeit not too soon. I will need a little more time to prepare, after all.
Hey! Come back! Wait, this dark wall. We've seen these on our adventures before. It swallows people up! Oh, I'm sorry. She shouldn't have jumped the gun!
It's not your fault, Paimon. Just focus on getting out of here.
Okay.
Let's
He
go,
may have fooled
Paimon.
us this time, but we'll get it back!
Alright. Oh, looks like changing our team didn't matter.
Sino and his team are guarding the north. We'll take this side.
There's so many Jin. We can't let them get into Aru Village. Don't fret. I am well prepared for this situation.
Huh.
You
so you have a
are?
solution?
Perhaps you're unaware that I have a trusty genie partner of my own, Plumpy. If I send her to negotiate with the others, this whole thing will be resolved before you can say Mora. Off you go, Plumpy.
Oh no, not even her doing this. Oh!
Come on, what's the holdup? 5,000 Mora. 20,000 Mora. 100,000 Mora. Final offer.
Oh no.
Ah, so she's a hired partner.
Hired partners are reliable too. Plumpy here is a highly skilled negotiator. You'll see. Just a few words from her and...
I don't think that's gonna help us.
Don't you Jin have any respect for the rules? This was supposed to be a negotiation! How dare you treat my messenger like this? You wanna play rough? Two can play at that game!
Ow.
Looks like it's up to us now. Be careful, Kale.
Yes, Master. What happened? How did I pass out? Never mind. Plumpy, it's time for revenge.
You know, this reminds me of when you first arrived in Avidia Forest. You were trying to help a child retrieve a lost toy when you stumbled upon Spino Crocodile territory by mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Our first
Okay, so keep in mind,
time
I don't have to use these three characters all that much at all. Like, I have
seem to
two
recall
of them,
swooping in to rescue you with
and
a
Ari's the
team
only
of
one I
four
don't
strangers.
have. Never use them though. So.
Please stop.
I'll uproot you!
Fallen Emma, help! Go! Here's the gun.
Okay.
There's
Are we
too many
doing?
of them.
Yep. There's. Oh god. There's so many.
I can't believe I used 12 rare items in one battle. Ugh. I shudder to think how this is going to affect this month's accounts. The sight of that glaring deficit might be more than my poor heart can take.
Tighnari, how's the situation on your end?
Not great.
We held the line, though it was a close call. But it looks like they're preparing for another attack. Has something happened?
They've breached our defenses in the south. The Jinn are pouring in. We're moving the villages to the north as we speak.
We're hemmed in. This is getting precarious. Our margin for error just got a lot smaller.
That's why we wanted to confirm your status. We need to consider our next move carefully.
Bad news! Another line of defense has been breached.
Kale, go with them and assess the situation. Dory and I will hold the line here.
But Master! Even with 3 of us, we barely managed to.
This is not a discussion, Kale. Don't worry about us. She clearly still has plenty of tricks left up her sleeve.
Wait, you can't pin all your hopes on me! Oh, great. I've almost run out of the things I brought with me, and the rest is back at the caravan. I should be able to hold out for a little longer, but still... Master!
Need any help?
Mike was being a little weird. But we're back. Nicole?
What is it, Kale?
If things continue like this, it won't be long before Aru village is overrun by Jinn, and the sandstorms are sure to follow in their wake. I do have a plan, but I can't guarantee it will work.
Nicole?
I don't care! Whoever you are! Please just help us!
The only one who can help is you. I am merely here to guide you along the correct path.
Aww.
I am a spirit created at the beginning. I am a flickering illusion. I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. You don't need to understand it. Just repeat after me, one line at a time.
Watch out! Jinn incoming!
I am a spirit created at the beginning.
Here goes nothing! I am a spirit created at the beginning.
I am a flickering illusion.
I am a flickering illusion.
Aw, Nicole! What? Oh, he's so happy.
Plumpy. I've never seen you so agitated before.
That's...
Get him!
But how do you...
Do you know what Kale is reciting?
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
Come on, Kale.
I am the shimmering light that flows from the eyes of the Creator.
It's a song composed by the goddess of flowers. But very few records of it remain, even in historical texts. All we have is a few fragments. Is Kale an avid historian?
Not to my knowledge.
The Jinn have actually quieted down. Although, No, it's more than that. It looks like they're showing submission.
Oh.
Clearly, the songs left by the Goddess of Flowers have a soothing effect on them. At the very least, they're much calmer now.
Really? Let me try. I am a spirit created at the beginning.
No, that works to me. Hello, Guzzo. Welcome
Seems like the song
in.
only
Welcome
works when
in.
Kale recites it. But why?
Thankfully, everything is working.
Kale.
Come in. And unfortunately, I break.
Any luck?
The only way out of here is brute force. But too much force and the entire ruin might collapse. Mechanism's right outside. Maybe there's a way to...
When I heard that loud rumbling in the distance, I thought the shifting sands had bust open the gates to some ancient treasure vault. Turns out it was just you guys.
Huh? Wait, that sounds like...
Wait. Is it Jet?
It's been a long while. Did you miss me?
That is not how I imagine her sounding. That is definitely not how I imagined her. I figured she would have a much higher pitched voice, to be honest. Hi, Jet. Ben. Hi. Save us.
Let's save the catching up for later. First, I gotta get you guys out of there. This should be the right mechanism. Ben, can you handle it? There we go. Come on, let's leave this place.
Oh, it's so cute. Oh no. I should not have swapped my party. I should not have swapped my party. Oh no. Oh no. Bro, that is terrifying. Whew. Good. We're out. And by the way, for anyone who's just joining, we do have a new custom badge that is available from Friday to Sunday. So if you guys will have a chance to earn a Genshin Lily badge for during that time, all you need to do is either sub to the channel or just watch an hour of stream. I tried to get rid of the sub requirement, but it just would not let me. Keep in mind, they're both the same badge, only just one has sub at the end of it and the other one has watch. So that's really the only difference. I couldn't set it any other way, sorry. Next time I'll try to make 2 unique badges for each, but yeah. I was looking for a testing ground though.
The Fatui? They came to the desert again?
Yep. No idea what they're planning this time. They were being very coy about it.
How have you been, Jet?
Well, since we last met, I've started my own band of mercs. We've actually made quite a name for ourselves.
Nice!
Oh, yeah. On a slightly different note, I have some good news. I finally took care of Masaira. Not much to write home about. It was just another day. Found his hideout. Dragged him out of his cozy little bed. He tried to talk me into seeing his point of view, as usual. But I'm way past that by now. There was nothing he could say to save his life.
Remember to wipe the blood off
What
your
about
hands.
you guys? Bet you'd forgotten all about me and Ben, huh?
Of course not! We're super duper best friends!
Yeah. It was one of the few world quests I actually remember.
Wow. Sounds like I should make time to visit some other nations too. Anyway, what brings you to Gurabad?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. We're here to look for Lilupar.
That bottle? Seriously?
We need her power to calm the Jinn and stop the sandstorms. Here's hoping we actually manage to find her, after all the trouble we've been through. Surely with everything's been going on in Gurabad, she must have woken up, right? Only one way to find out.
Let's see. Very good chess piece.
Let's see. She should be around here Aha! Found her!
Buddy! Please tell me you're awake. Please.
What a long dream that was. It's been a while, my master. Oh, and you're here too, little wildcat. The four of us back together again. Imagine that. In truth, it was at first. I was none too pleased when those miscreants barged in. But it did give me the chance to reunite with you, dear master, so I shall overlook their folly. After we last parted ways, I merged with the land beneath Gurabad to suppress the dark calamity stirring in the depths. It rekindled the flame of vengeance within the Jinn, depriving Gurabad of any hope of peace. I fought against it for a long, long time, until one day, I sensed a change in a foreign land to the west. Suddenly, the pitch-black abyss fell silent.
Oh no. A foreign land to the west. Could she mean Natland? Gorbaz isn't far from there. The abyssal presence beneath the city fell silent when defeated ghosts were thought?
Once satisfied that that dark power could no longer bewitch the Jinn, I too fell into a deep slumber, from which I have only now awoken. Why have you returned to Gurabad, my master? And why is my sand-swept homeland in disarray once more?
Well, basically, Sumeru's in danger and a lot of our friends are affected. Some bad guys messed around with Soul, and now they've released the Jinn in here. We managed to chase off the culprits, but we have no idea how to seal this place back up and stop the sandstorms.
Child's play. I shall quell the Jinn and scatter the storms.
Thank you, Lilupar.
No need to thank me, my master. I have granted many wishes in my time, and this was the most trivial of them all.
Thank you. We really could use it.
The sandstorm's gone. The sun shines bright again. When I said that we'd meet again under a lovelier sun, this was exactly how I imagined it.
Aww.
Yay! Although, honestly, Paimon would love to hang out with you more, even if the weather sucked.
That goes for me, too.
Well, there shouldn't be any more Jinn breaking out, right? Are we okay to head back?
Yeah, let's all head to the Temple of Silence. Sorry, yawning.
Sounds good. You can introduce us to your other friends.
Another adventure begins. Lovely.
Well, she's happy.
The storms have stopped. We should be able to get to the Temple of Silence without any problems now. Time to regroup.
Enter the Temple of Silence.
So, this is the Temple of Silence. I've heard the Nagarjanites mention it in passing, but I never imagined it would be this big. It's colossal.
Yeah.
I thought the temple moved to the rainforest ages ago. When did they scamper back into the desert?
I don't know. This plan sounds a little too risky for my liking.
Even in King Deshret's day, this was experimental technology. We have no idea what could happen if we activate it.
Well,
Yeah,
unless you know of another viable
that's
alternative
true.
for the Akasha terminal, I'm afraid this is our only option.
The plan is sound, and the risks are manageable. However, if we are to proceed, we must act quickly. The scale of this project is enormous. Even with Kave, Faruzan, and every other scholar of mechanics working on it full-time, the proposed modifications won't happen overnight.
You're back. Everything all right? And who are they?
Friends of yours?
Yep.
Pretty much everyone in the Temple of Silence is. This guy's Kave, and the one next to him is Alhaitham.
Hello, I'm Jet, and this is Lilupar.
Oh, a famous name from the history books.
Pleased to meet you. A friend of a friend is a friend of mine, as they say.
Who's
Aw.
they?
Huh?
Back from Rumble and
Do
Crossworlds
people not
Action. Hello,
Not
welcome
the
in.
desert.
Welcome in,
Friends you can
Sega.
trust, but
Good
friends of
seeing you.
friends, gotta keep an eye on them.
All right.
Still, I do trust the
And for
traveler's
anyone just
judgment.
joining in, we do have
I'm
a
sure
new
you're good
badge that you
The
guys can
sandstorms have
earn.
calmed down.
If you watch
I
just
take
an
it the
hour of
Gurabog
stream,
problem is
you
resolved?
should get it. I don't know
What did
how
you
all that
find?
works, so please let me know if it's working. I don't know if, how it's set up.
Smarmy with us. He trapped us there.
So, hopefully
Jet
it's
used
working
the mechanism
properly.
outside to free us, and then we got Lilupar to put a stop to the chaos.
Wow.
Let me
Thanks for
actually
being
check
there to help
the
them.
viewer rewards and see.
So, this mystery man openly admitted that he was one of the Harbinger's subordinate.
Thank you for the hydrate command.
Is there
Actually,
something
I need
weird
to
about
find my
that?
pop. I'll do that. There it is. Now that he mentioned it, it is a little strange.
I assume you aren't naive enough to expect answers from an enemy. Well deduced. Our commander, Dottore, died in Nordcry.
He was willing to answer questions when we first met. So why would he admit to being Dottore's subordinate
Are
later?
you wondering about his true identity? Or do you think there's a big conspiracy behind all this?
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a conspiracy. Just the simple fact that having someone to shift the blame on tends to prove useful should trouble come knocking later. The most important thing for now is to solve the immediate problem. Perhaps that man knew you wouldn't have the resources to investigate his background and so didn't put much effort into disguising himself.
This is all getting a little cryptic for me. I'll let you guys talk while I take a walk with Lilupar.
Jet?
Aren't you
They
with the
know each
Blazing
other.
Beasts? What a coincidence. Didn't expect to run into you here.
We're mercs. You can run into us anywhere. Who's this with you?
So, did you find the solution you were looking for in the Temple of Silence?
You bet we did. This place is incredible. It has everything.
Oh,
So far,
really?
we've discussed a plan and verified its feasibility. Building a new system from scratch is out of the question. So our only option is to modify the Akasha using certain resources we hope to find in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Modify how exactly?
According to certain sources in the Temple of Silence, there is a core device in King Deshret's mausoleum known as Aru. Little is known about this device in academic circles, which suggests it was hidden quite effectively. If these sources prove correct, the energy contained within Aru may be sufficient to power our Akasha renovation plan. However, this raises difficult questions regarding technological integration. The sages are still debating it.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll reach a compromise once they've argued it out. The people of the rainforest are always
those.
cautious when it comes to desert technology. But times of crisis like this leave us with little choice.
Wait, Paimon has a question. Is this the same Aru we've heard of before? It's sealed off, right? Some sort of prison where the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King are locked up.
Well remembered. Yes, that's exactly right. According to our
Okay.
records, Aru was the most brilliant creation King Deshret ever conceived of. Built by divine and mortal artisans working together. It was a miraculous accomplishment, and it lies hidden deep within the king's mausoleum to this day. That being said, what Aru actually does and why it was built, those are deep secrets we are not privy to. Until recently, I wouldn't have been optimistic that the place even exists.
Oh my god,
The only
Lily,
reason I'm
beautiful new
inclined to believe
PNGTuber
it
model.
now
It's
is because we heard it from the
incredible.
Ibis King
Hello,
Thoth himself
Hypersonic.
at
Welcome
his temple.
in.
The tale
Welcome in.
of how the 3 retainers of Al-Akhmar were
Thank
imprisoned
you, thank
in
you.
Aru.
Paimon totally gets that.
Ew.
When Paimon first heard about it, she thought it sounded pretty unbelievable
Just enjoying
too.
the Archon
You guys
quest.
still remember that? The Ibis King told us they were trapped in Aru and that they had to answer 3 questions to get out.
I think I remember. What causes our rise and fall? What obliterates love and hate? And what determines truth and falsehood? Those were the 3 questions, right?
Yeah. If only Nefer were here.
Hope you're doing good today. I am doing much better after I got me some sleep. I felt a little miserable earlier.
Not cry.
But
Funny. She showed up here earlier.
wait, really?
Huh?
Yeah. Had another lady with her too. Both said they knew you. They contacted the sages, claiming they might be able to offer some assistance.
Wait.
Really?
Nefer?
They came here to help out?
No, good for you. Happy to hear. Let's go.
Yes, really.
And
It
we
was
do
just before
have
you got
a new badge.
One of them said she's made
sub on the
Not Cry
channel.
her home.
So after an hour of watch
she's the
time, you
person you were
should have
talking
a new
about,
badge.
then-
And
Looks like betting on
you guys
Aru
are
was
able
the
to
right
earn that badge
choice.
from today
See?
until
They're right over there.
Saturday, I believe. Oh. Nicole and Nefer. Alright. Yeah, I
Why,
forgot about
hello.
Nicole being here.
We're here to help. It's a good thing we left early. We almost got locked out.
Locked out? What do you mean?
Oh, you haven't heard? An invisible barrier has appeared around Sumeru's borders, cutting off all travel in and out.
Oh,
No
no.
one can leave and no one can enter. Sumeru has become a lonely island.
Are the Fatui behind this too?
Actually, no. This has nothing to do with them. I suspect it's a defense mechanism within Irminsul itself. Irminsul is the source of Tevat's ley lines, after all, and Sumeru is the nation closest to it. I imagine this function was put in place to seal the entire region off in the event of serious damage, preventing the disaster from spreading to the rest of Tevat. It may have been implemented long ago.
You know, fair enough.
Doesn't that mean that the people here won't be able to escape to other nations if the anomaly keeps spreading?
Currently, that does appear to be the case, which is precisely why I am here. This is a critical moment for the world, and Sumeru is the eye of the storm.
So, you brought Nefer here?
I'm surprised you managed to convince her to come back to Sumeru.
Indeed. Even for someone of my wisdom and eloquence, this tested my skills to the limit.
Yeah, I can imagine. Given her...
And why should it concern me that Sumeru's in trouble? Surely you don't think I still have feelings for that place?
Judging
Considering
by your
her
tone,
backstory,
I suppose you don't.
I don't
Sounds
blame her
like
for
you
not
don't
really
know much
wanting
about
to
my
come back.
past. And here I thought you knew everything.
All I know is that the Ibis King is the source of your power. He was quite a prominent moon envoy once upon a time, so I do know a thing or two about him. As for your past, I have ways to learn the full story if I wish to. But everyone has secrets they'd rather keep to themselves, wouldn't you say?
Fair enough.
I'm glad you see it that way, Miss Nicole. I've chosen to call Nodcry home, which is why I did my part in its hour of need. That doesn't mean world savings become a habit with me. I have no particular desire to play hero in Sumeru, thank you.
I understand. Human emotions do not appear and disappear without cause. There is always a reason to be found behind both salvation and destruction. Still, if time has taught me anything, it's that human emotions are often complex and in conflict. That's why people change their minds about things all the time. But that's where we angels come in. Our duty, ultimately, is to guide people towards their deepest, truest desires and help bring them to fruition. So I wish to hear about your past, because I do not believe you are motivated by hatred alone. And if we still arrive at different conclusions in the end, that's okay.
Blake, welcome in, welcome in.
I refuse.
Wait, what? But I set the atmosphere and everything. Isn't this supposed to be the moment when we finally open up to one another?
Aww.
Is it?
Hello, and ooh, new model. Yep. I decided to make a model for Genshin. Originally, I was working on one for Marvel Rivals, and then I just got kind of bored in sketching. I'm like, wait a minute, this would fit better with Genshin. Yeah, fuck it, we're using it for Genshin.
Your guidance can change my mind. The all-consuming sands, the bloodshed, both deserved and undeserved. Those old emotions cling to me like a shadow.
Do you wish to shake them off?
Looks fire.
No,
Thank you.
I hope
Spider-Man live forever. Let's go. Well, more like either Luna Snow Lily or
always be a part of me.
White Fox Lily.
In that case,
maybe Mantis.
Would you like to
It'll be one of those three. Because I've made one of those three.
It's not
I've mostly been playing White Fox lately. I love her kit.
A long, long time ago, when the angels still walked freely upon the earth, I found life tedious. Monotonous work, lukewarm relationships. Things weren't nearly as interesting as they are now. And yet, since the angels' demise, I have found myself missing those days on more than one occasion. Human emotions are often attached to a person, a place, or an object. When those things are gone, the memories
A White Fox Lily model for Rivals sound great. Yeah, that would be fun, but also slightly annoying to draw. Because if there's something I don't like drawing is a lot of detail. I lost my mind trying to color this model due to these small aqua parts. Let me make the model bigger so you guys can see what I'm talking about. The outer parts of like her outfit, if you guys could see, like around the chest and stuff, has that blue lining. Took me forever to find like an accessory thing that would let me draw that faster. I had to use a brush for that because I do not like drawing those small details by hand. I ain't got the patience for that.
More a hungry merchant choosing between customers. We all need a reality check once in a while, so we don't forget the truth.
So,
yeah. As much as I dislike Sumeru, this is no way for it to perish. All right, you win. I'll help you out a little, but I won't work for free.
Of course you won't, Nefer.
You're not gonna milk this for all it's worth.
Cookie's rolling around.
What do you think?
I get it. I'm the same way for my colors. To be perfect or I freak out. Exactly.
If that's what you need.
Like, it's a habit I'm trying to force myself out of, but it's not an easy habit.
The ones I carved
It's not an easy habit to force yourself out of. Like, when I'm sketching and stuff, it's fine.
My travel expenses.
Like, I can be as messy as I want, but as soon as I start the line art phase onwards,
that's all.
The perfection kicks in.
Given all the people I owe favors
if I'm just doing a sketch, it doesn't do that.
Trip to Sumeru.
I'm not like that. But just for line art and onwards.
Here, boss. What do you need?
I'm going back to Sumeru for a while. While I'm away, you'll be in charge of the curatorium.
Oh no.
Me? I'm
in charge? Whoa. Don't worry, boss. You can count on me.
Yeah.
And
The
that was
notifications I
how
should
the ingenious Angel
actually
Nicole brought you the
let
perfect
me.
person for the
Oh wow.
job in your hour of need. Hip hip hooray!
My notifications were
That was far more
flooded.
detailed than necessary. Not lacking in embellishment either. I never thought I'd return. Especially not the desert. But life doesn't always go as planned, I suppose. What's
Yeah, I'm
Candace up
surprised
to?
you came back.
I don't think I've seen her yet.
She's still taking care of things in our village. Should be joining us before too long.
She knows Candace. Okay.
Oh, and sorry. Hope we're not interrupting anything. We have some good news, though.
We're planning to go to the mausoleum of King Deshret to look for the legendary Aru, then use it to try and restore the Akasha system.
According to records in the Temple of Silence, the mausoleum houses something called Aru's Chute, which can be used to establish connection with Aru.
We still have some time before we leave, so there's no rush.
By the way, who are these two new faces?
One of
Just
them's
call me
actually been
Nefer.
in with Mara.
I'm based in Nodcry. Did I hear you mention Aru?
Correct.
Well, I happen to have a connection with one of the 3 retainers imprisoned inside, the Ibis King. I'm here to get things done, so if you don't mind, I think I should come with you.
That sounds perfect.
Miss Nefer, are you from the desert by any chance?
Why do you ask?
I don't know. There's a familiar air about you. Plus, you mentioned Candace. Sorry, I don't mean to pry. It was just a random thought.
Aww. I like Dea.
I'm Dia, an eremite mercenary. My work usually keeps me out in the desert.
I'm on good terms with Dory, and she's mentioned you all before. It's nice to finally put faces to the names. However, my associate here is probably less well acquainted with you. Why don't you all introduce yourselves?
Actually, I'm a little better acquainted than you might think.
Huh?
Huh. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? It looked like you spoke without moving your mouth.
Ventriloquism. I have heard tell of it before.
What is it, Kale?
It's you. You're the voice who's been speaking in my head, aren't you? You encouraged me to report my dreams to the Dendro Archon.
There we go.
And got me to recite that magic prayer.
Mm-hmm. I have many titles, but let's go with the most pertinent one. I am Nicole Rain, an angel who has lived since ancient times.
Aww.
An angel? Sounds like a big deal, but, what exactly is an angel?
Oh.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, we're a rather long-living race of beings. Not gods, technically, but we can still tell you a lot of stories from ancient history.
Yep. And she's also an amazing sculptor.
Yep.
You could say she's a real creative type.
Well, ma'am, if both the Traveler and Paimon give you rave reviews, you must be pretty impressive.
Oh, please don't call me ma'am. I find it so awkward when people get too formal with me. Just relax and be yourselves. No need to be nervous.
Aww.
Miss Nicole, if it's okay, could I ask you a few questions?
Yes, you may. I can see your heart is filled with confusion, and you are desperate for answers. I also know which questions you want to ask me. Why did you dream of Sumeru City in disarray? Why did those verses soothe the only one recited by you? I can guide you to the truth.
He's enjoying the popcorn.
But it involves a personal secret of yours. I'd prefer to speak with you alone, if possible.
Aww. Fair enough, fair enough. Ask about Kale's secret. Oh. Do we really need to pry into her secrets, though? I mean, they're secret for a reason.
were going to speak alone. This is a lot more people than I was expecting.
Okay, I was
What's
expecting
wrong with
myself in Tighnari.
Even the doctors at Dar al-Shifa allow patients to be accompanied by family members.
Oh, they see her as family. Oh my ear, that was on. Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Wait. Oh. Wait, is that why? Hang on, let me test something. Forgot to change the setting for the alarm. I mean, alerts. Let me turn it down a bit and see if that fixes it. It's fun. Okay. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. Okay. I forgot. I changed how the redeems were. I changed my alert setting because I had it to go just based off the page, and then it would just go to my computer system through, you know, my regular speaker. But now I have it set to control by OBS, and I forgot there is another, slider there, because I'm used to just having 2 audio sliders. And again, perfect. Woo. There we go. What? Oh.
Well, if Kale doesn't mind her secret being revealed, I have no problem with it.
Thanks for being so considerate, Miss Nicole. I don't know what secret you mean, but whatever it is,
Alright,
there's
there we
no
go.
need for me to
You guys
hide
are
it
back.
from my closest
But
friends.
yeah, I had it set. It used to just be controlled by like my computer's like normal volume mixer. But then I switched it to OBS, and I forgot now I have 3 audio sliders. One for the alerts, and then the other 2 like for my mic and for my game capture. So whoops.
Closest friends. It's so nice to hear that.
Aww. We're here to support Kale
All
through
right.
this.
In that case, I'll get right to it.
Aww.
Kale, are you aware that there are god remains inside your body?
Yeah, she knows.
When I
But
was young, I got sick with Elazar. Nothing could cure it. The Fatui convinced my mom and dad that they could help, and I was sent to an unfamiliar place. There were a lot of other kids just like me there. This creepy guy injected us with some strange medicine, which I heard contained god remains. I can still remember the pain like it was yesterday. But thanks to the friends who've stuck by me all this time, I've gradually been able to overcome those memories. Anyway, so you're saying that what happened to me has something to do with the god remains they injected me with?
Yes. Those were the remains of Nabu Malikata, the goddess of flowers.
oh, that's what. What? What?
Fascinating.
You don't seem surprised like the rest of us. Why?
The possibility crossed my mind when Kale recited the Goddess of Flowers song and calmed the Jinn.
Yeah. Tripper, welcome in.
What are you doing here, Lilupar?
I was merely passing through when I heard the name of the Goddess of Flowers. Be assured that I share your surprise. You, with the hat. Are you certain? I sense no trace of the Lord of Flowers within her.
Well, it is a very small fragment. Unless special methods are used to manifest its power, even her closest acquaintances would find it near impossible to detect. After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the eternal oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, The Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence.
Another reason
You're
to
more
smack
shaken than
down
I
the Torre.
thought. In one sense, you've been extraordinarily
Like
lucky.
Eepy Cookie unless they're
So
still
many
awake.
people who yearn for
Yeah,
this kind of
Cookie's over
power
here just
never attain it.
chilling.
Yet you have coexisted with
Cool.
her all this time without even realizing it.
buddy.
I don't know what to say.
Girly Girl is also here.
I'm glad
She's
that I could help
she's
everyone
asleep
with this
under my
power,
chair.
Really. But knowing that a fragment of the goddess of flowers is inside my body is... It's a strange feeling.
And
Well,
poop and playing Sonic games.
People value their autonomy very highly.
Mood.
Even a well-intentioned intruder
That's
can
why
shake
the
one's
Friday
sense
and
of
Monday
self.
stream exists.
I understand.
We
how
get
you
a little
feel,
break
Kali.
from Sonic. We get to
But
do
once you get
random
used to
shit
it,
and just
you'll find it's
have
nothing
fun
to be
with the games I
concerned
like to play.
Huh. I guess you, of all people, have a good reason to speak on this.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
Not my intention.
Not my
Goddess
intention.
preserve me. I should take my leave. This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Oh, she said no. No.
Kali, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the goddess of flowers?
Yes. Just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings. Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning. The mother of dreams? Lord of
Yep, and does
flowers
give
and
me some
oases?
ideas for
She
streaming.
must have
Yay,
had
we
a
do love the
premonition.
inspiration.
That is why she gave that dream to you.
We won't let her efforts go to waste.
Yay!
I still don't understand. Why me?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with god remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted. I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was like
If we have time after the Archon quest, do we need to build Kali?
This doesn't mean you have to
Do we need to sit down and actually build her for a little bit after we finish the Archon quest? Make her usable.
All right. Any further
Because
questions?
we would have
from
quite a bit of
family
farming to
members
do.
of the patient?
I would be
If
willing
not,
to build
we should
Kali.
head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
After
move out.
everything this poor
Time to
little
put our
bean has
plan
been
into
through,
action.
I think
We all
she
hope it'll
deserves
work.
a little bit of
But will we
building.
really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting to say the least.
Haven't you
Hey, let
handled
me
other
check my
big projects
phone.
before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date
44,
is
what's up?
probably
Still
the
decent.
Palace of Alcazar's I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Kave's self-doubt disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Yeah, before we head out, just to kind of show what progress we would need to make on Kali. Where is my Kali? I have too many characters. Okay. So, for reference, she doesn't have a good weapon. Her artifact sets are all over the place. She's at C0. talents definitely needs to be leveled up. So, yeah, and obviously she needs to be leveled up. Pretty bad. At least we have the gem fragments. All we would really need is just a few more of these, and we would have to beat up her boss quite a few times. Yeah, that part's gonna be a little annoying. But that's where we are with Kale. Cause, yeah, we don't have much options to go with. I definitely would like to get her 4 set of these. And then, hopefully, if she gets a rerun, we can, ooh, we can level up her talents quite a bit. I'm actually gonna level up both of these. I'll bet. Okay. Partisan! Hello!
Oh, Miss Nicole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
Oh?
Well, if you insist, I suppose there's no harm in showing you.
Aww.
Whoa.
It's a squirrel!
Where did that come from?
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet. What do you think? Striking, isn't it?
Kaveh, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Farazan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
I see.
Aww.
Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the overall image. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a certain classical beauty about it. Kaveh!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger towards the sky.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my vision. Then place the two statues face to face.
Yes! That's exactly what I was thinking.
I was expecting these two to get along, but they're getting along so well.
Just call me Nicole. Madame Faruzan? Was it?
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not?
Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear
Aww.
Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work.
I
In
was
this day of
expecting
age, it's
them to
rare
be
to find people with an
besties.
appreciation for
Wait,
classical
it's so
aesthetics.
cute.
Meeting you was truly a pleasant surprise.
Honestly, I feel the same way.
Aww.
It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing. Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after generation of them.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
I'm an angel.
Never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame
I'm a
Farrazon about
minigod.
Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
Aww, that's so cute. Alright, let's go. Is Layla on the other side? Holly! Layla is here! Hello, Layla!
Oh, so many books. More than I could ever read in my life. But I've learned a lot that the textbooks could never teach me. I never realized that people in thought
okay.
about some of the same questions we ponder today.
Alright. Go to the Great Hall of Troops. Let's go! Really was not expecting Nefer to come back.
I hope
really
everyone's
wasn't.
ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Oh. Oh, this looks cool. Oh. Wait, that's so cool. I love this. If there is something I've always loved about Genshin, it's just how beautiful the world just
so many
looks.
visitors.
There's been so many times I would just be exploring and my jaw would just hit the floor.
Closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely you're not just here to chat.
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite the special day.
Oh, she's happy.
I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing here?
This is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough.
Oh my
You
god!
three get locked up in here. And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Oh.
Are you? Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all have the same problem. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
Oh, wow.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time
Of course, Nefer would like the sassy bottle.
We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia.
If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you.
Oh,
All
wait,
right,
we're
stop
freeing them?
arguing, Croco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The 3 questions are the crucial thing here. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time.
Ooh.
And that's not only the answer to the final question. It's the answer to all 3 of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into nothing. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy.
Yeah.
Only
I got a
time
question.
can
What do you have in your
distinguish
Discord
between right
server?
and wrong.
We
described
have
King
come and mix
Deshret
everything.
as
We
a
have a memes
proud
channel.
man.
We have a general channel.
I'd say that the prouder someone is,
We have a
the
little
more
section for like art
inclined they are
showcase.
to
So if you
believe
guys
that
are an
only
artist,
time
want to
is
showcase your art,
qualified to be
I do
their
have an art
judge.
showcase section. I also have a section where I show off my own art, especially with Lily. So she kind of has her own little section where I post art of her, and you get to see clear images of the PNGTubers. So you see better images of them without having to just watch the stream. And sometimes you get the full version, because sometimes I don't show the full model on stream. And also have a little gaming section, so if you want to show off stuff from Sonic Racing Across the Worlds, Tamagotchi Live, or what was the other game I have posted in there? I have to look in the server. And then obviously I have a voice chat, but we don't hardly use it. But the voice channel is there if you ever want to call, do some gaming.
3 of the 7 pillars?
And I have a little live stream section, so when I go live, I can post stuff there. Oh, we have a little pet showcase too. So if you have any little fur babies you want to show off, yeah, you can show them off there.
After everything you've done for me,
Also have stuff for Project Egg and Sonic, and Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is the other one.
Hello, Nefer.
It's good to see you.
And we also have a section specifically for Art Fight when it comes around.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you 2 getting along so well.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
So we have a little mix of everything, and I'm open to adding stuff as we continue to grow. This was my first time ever running a server, so
This is the former Spontamod sage, Cyrus.
still growing, still improving. If anyone has any suggestions, you can always tell me.
Everything is
I
equally
see.
new to us.
We have a little mix of everything. We also have a presentation section, so if you want to introduce yourself to the other people, and
on the introductions for now.
kind of tell us a little bit about yourself. We have a section for that too.
My chosen disciple.
I need to pet.
You're like a helpless parent.
Can I speak?
Gods and
I need
people of yore
to post
are
more
not
pet
necessarily
pictures in the
welcome
pet
in
showcase.
today's
I think the
world.
last pet picture was
Self-awareness
one of
is
my besties.
my finest
Cats.
qualities. I thought I'd
One of my
share its
IRL
fruits with
besties
you two.
posted her little kitten, or I guess little cat in the server, and her little daughter playing with her.
Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Love her, love her.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you
I need
for
to
your
post
wisdom.
more pictures of my little fur
State your
babies.
wishes, young ones.
Girly girl
I'm
and
sorry?
Cookie, especially. So this gives
Why, your
me.
tremendous accomplishments
Wait,
deserve
why did it
a
scroll back
reward,
up all
do
the way
they
like
not?
that?
You must let us do
Oh my
something
god,
for you in
why
return.
do that?
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the
Oh.
bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before. And we need your help.
So I know enough is recount the current
Every
incidents.
calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma.
Anyone on the server
and is
helping
currently
you?
receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon?
Terrence helped me out a lot.
The
You may have
Dendro
seen him in my
Dragon
streams a
is
couple
helping
times.
to heal the Dendro Archon? Not
He helps me out a
pet,
bunch.
surely.
He was actually one of the
Not
first
vicious,
people to
cruel,
join my
adept,
server when
who
I first made the
possesses no
server.
virtues
So
aside
he's
from her
been
basic
helping me
instincts.
since the beginning. I still need to make him a
good
mod. I haven't had
I
time
shudder
to do
think
that,
what
but
could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanagi to suffer
Um,
such a plight. Still,
but where we
why
don't
would the
have that
Dendro
many people
Dragon
be
lend you
active
her
in the server,
aid?
it's not
She has
really
always
that
held nothing but contempt for the
it's
Archons.
not really too hard to manage it
I
right now.
suppose she and Kusanali must have some history.
And I have notifications on as well, so when people
You can help us
message
make
and stuff,
history, too.
if I get it and if I'm awake, I can usually see it and yeah.
Well
I haven't had too many incidents at all. So
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself. Besides, I
Yeah.
hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues. We have no choice but to go all in on this.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to
says
state our
send
wishes,
pictures, chat, and
we
stuff.
have.
Yeah, and
Each
also
one
for
of us here
updates,
needs your
because
help.
I post a lot of
After all the
updates there
thousands of
about when
people
I'm going to be
living in
going
Sumeru,
live and stuff. So
need
it is one of the best places to
they
get
need
updates and to communicate
think,
with
my
me
fellow
when I'm not
Phobos?
streaming.
Shall we lend
Because
our
a lot of the
support
time I'm
for
not really active on other social
Since you
media
ask so
because
nicely.
I don't have a lot of them installed on my phone
Naturally what? Are you
due to,
for or
storage reasons and stuff. So
I simply
it is
mean
one of
we
the better
shall do what
places
comes
to get in touch
naturally.
with me, since
You
it's one
claim
of
that
the
you wish
most
to open
active places
Aru.
I'm at.
Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved
Especially in the
within?
announcements, because I'll usually post like if there's a
We
delay in
understand the risks
streaming, if I
involved.
have to push
In all
the stream, if I
likelihood,
have to
the
cancel
mortal world will
stream,
never again be able to replicate
and I
King
also post
Deshret's
links to when I go
work. Never
live.
will there be
So
another chance to come so
it's
close to creating a
it's one of the best
utopia.
places to get updates.
Knowing this,
Because sometimes I post
sure
updates to
your decision?
YouTube, but like I said, where I'm not
are
too
sure.
active on other
Before
social
people can
medias,
dream, they must
it's
first live.
yeah.
If your minds are made up,
The only other social media I'm active on is Facebook, but where I
shall
use
summon
my
our
real
erstwhile
name
colleagues to
and
discuss
stuff on
this
there,
further.
and also where I have
Saint
family and stuff.
Joseph
I don't usually
Saint Bennu.
I don't usually add people
Once you
from my
surrendered to
community unless I
silence
know
and were
them like
buried
really
with
really
King
well.
Deshret. But now
But
we invoke
yeah.
the right to awaken you with our voices.
Gotcha. And it's also a good place to get some work in progresses. So if I'm working on a model and stuff, I can show you guys some work in progresses. And there goes Amy. Oh no. I can feel this strange sensation. The ground is trembling, as if answering the call of the Goat King. Oh.
Saint Bennu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shetsbank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been.
Oh.
I trust you are keeping well.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase, in life death, and now even beyond.
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Aru is the pride of Al-Akmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Akmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist,
True.
and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh?
Yep.
Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
I was there physically.
3 kings. Can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
Hi, I'm the
Naturally,
traveler.
Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Perish, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
Fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they intend to do. Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul. To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king.
For my advice, for being a
We
mod driver,
understand
please
that
choose someone
well,
you trust.
and we
Yeah,
have decided to proceed
that's why
regardless.
I'm only keeping it to people I've
Furthermore,
really talked
the
to,
contemporary
especially
human
privately.
perspective
Terrence
would
is
contend
definitely
that
one of
confining
them.
souls in this way
That's
is
why
no
I don't
act of
really have
benevolence.
many mods, because I'm
Deceased have
very
a right
picky.
To rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation
You have had to really earn my
place of
trust if
rest
I'm
and
making
peace.
you a mod.
It is just that
I
many
would
do not
I would
see
make
it
one of
this
my
way.
IRL besties a mod, but she's busy, and I
But no
don't
matter.
know if she would
Saint Binu
want to be a mod,
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their
especially
choice
with
ahead of time.
being busy with
While the
IRL
Goat
stuff
King,
and
Ibis King,
you
and
know,
Crocodile
having a
King
baby,
have also
you
granted
know,
permission to
to
liberate
take care of.
Aru.
So,
By the grace of His Majesty, guided by His wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
someone tried to invite me just now? Wait, can you guys even see my UID? No, you guys can't. You guys can't see my UID. You know what? If you guys want to add me in Genshin and you have Genshin and stuff, I will add my UID here.
What's this? Are we under attack? No. Wait, it's...
So these souls, silhouettes approached us from within the light, then they passed through our bodies like wind in the veil. Like wind through a veil. And this goes for everyone. Yeah, it's something for every day, but something you need to check the server. Yeah.
Here you are.
Yeah. Right now, where it's not so busy, it's not really that hard to check in a lot. And sometimes I'll like open up my phone and if there's no notifications, I won't worry about it. But if I see a dot, then I start looking.
It's Jet's father, Jibriel. That's right. He entered the golden slumber, didn't he?
I smell
So-
blood and sand on you.
I keep tabs on it. There's a reason Discord's my most active social. I keep watch over it.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This music is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned
Bunch of
along
threes.
with that of
Bunch of threes in
Samael,
this. If you guys want to add me in Genshin, and if you have Genshin,
grateful for the chance to see you again.
you guys can add me
That the
here.
dead should meet the living is itself a miracle.
I'm just kind of posting this so
One brief, precious moment is
people
enough.
know.
Enough to set my heart at ease.
Yes, I
Do
want to
not wait for
pin
me, Jet. I know you will accomplish
manually.
many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Thank you for the redeem. Me.
Father!
Oh.
Father.
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon.
Okay,
It was
I've moved my
just a
phone,
little
so
sun,
hopefully the audio
a
still sounds
chance
good.
to see my father again
It's
meant
getting
the world to
kindly
me.
low, so
He was trapped in the
have it
golden
on charge for a
slumber
little
for
bit.
our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
Took all my headset.
Grown
Oh god.
strong, Jet.
Was it still
More than
loud?
enough to fend for yourself.
Not for sure. I turned
Yeah.
it down quite a bit.
I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs.
You know what? Let me
My
change the
family,
audio thing back.
the good times and the bad.
Control audio via.
Goodbye,
no.
Father.
Okay. Good. Good. Cause I know I turned it down.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are
There's all
surely
email.
the
Alright,
least
good.
qualified to judge whether
Good.
this deed is good or bad. Either way,
If anyone has
Aru is
earned
open.
the
Now you
Genshin
have your
badge,
opportunity,
let me know if
and
it's
with it,
working or not.
whatever
Because I do
trouble
not know
may
if the
ensue.
creator drop is working or not.
Although Aru
It says the
was
event is
created by a
active,
god,
so
human craftsmanship was nevertheless
it's working,
required to build the gate that connects it
let me
to
know,
this
let me
world.
know.
Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but
What's
please
why
entrust
is
the
it what's
task to
2
your
hours?
most accomplished scholars.
Or is that
Bennu will
the-
be most displeased.
Oh, no.
It
Okay.
matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen
Let me check
and
something,
unheard.
guys, real fast.
From this moment forth, none may
Did
by
I
sight or
search?
hearing
Oh, geez,
perceive
it's up there.
anything
Okay.
said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
Oh. To be continued. Alright. I think we still have another part of it to go. Yeah, we still have another part. Let me see something. Do we have enough? Nope, we do not have enough. Alright, we still have a little bit to go. We're not waiting for a while. We ain't done just yet.
You must be the ones tasked by the Academia with renovating Aru?
That's right. Good afternoon. I'm Kaveh, and these two are Termezi and Naisaburi. Hey, I'll hate them. Come and introduce yourself.
We've met before. This is Thoth, the Ibis King, and everyone knows these two. Afternoon, gentlemen.
I've only ever seen these two in murals.
Ah, the paintings in the temple. They show us chatting, playing cards, playing chess. Precisely the activities we most enjoy, funnily enough.
No, only you enjoy playing chess. We were just humoring you.
Oh my
I
god.
wouldn't go that far.
Back to the matter at hand.
But thank you
A
for this good
preliminary
details.
assessment
You
by
are
the
welcome.
Academia indicates
You're
that this
welcome.
project requires expertise in various disciplines, including the deciphering of ancient texts, mechanical engineering, the restoration of ancient ruins, and elemental
Hey, right now we
theory.
do have custom
The
emotes in the
most
server.
capable minds in their
None of them are
respective
animated
fields are here
because
before you.
where I don't have
If there are
nitro.
no objections, we'd like to begin our
but
work.
The artisans
yeah, some
who built
emotes.
Aru
They're all
for
from Emote
Al
Lab, just like they are
Ahmar
from my
gave their very
normal
lives
Twitch channel.
to create this
If I get the
splendid
chance to make better
Follow their
emotes just
example by
myself, I
giving
will make
your
better
utmost
emotes.
devotion
But
to
yeah,
this project.
the ones
I
at
didn't know
Emote
that.
Lab will do for now.
We'll do our best, of course, but we certainly won't be sacrificing our lives.
Such brazen words. Humans these days are a far cry from their ancestors. What little respect you show for King Deshret.
No, that's not what he meant. Please, don't mind him.
Nice.
He shares your sentiments,
Yay.
just not your, penchant
And I
for
do love
hyperbole.
Emote Lab. Like
Assuming
that
that's
is
what
a
you
that
were
is a
going for.
real good use of
I
non-buffs.
just think it's important to manage expectations.
Perfect
Forgive my
use
lack
of non-buffs.
courtesy, But
if
we
I do
simply
say
can't
so myself.
sacrifice our lives to the gods on completion of the project like people in the legends of old. Here's a first draft of the project proposal for your perusal. Please let us know if you have any requests. Normally, I'd have made it look a lot more visually appealing, but we were really pressed for time on this occasion. I hope you'll forgive me if it's a little rough around the edges.
Naturally, naturally.
Aww.
If my fellow ministers deem this meager display of respect sufficient, I suppose I can consider agreeing to their proposal.
Why are you so preoccupied with the ostentatious displays of respect to Al Ahmar? We should be trying to make things easy for them. You never know. We might have to rely on these young people to look after
Mike,
us in our old age.
there we go. I don't know why it was looking it up.
This is Aru's mainframe. Be reminded to use it with great caution.
We certainly will. Thank you for your assistance.
You may attempt to lay out punishment should you so desire, though I'm afraid it would be futile. You and I both know that certain components of Aru can only be operated by humans.
King Deshret always believed in humanity. Still, the reason that Aru's modules are designed that way is not so much because he trusted them, but more because he was wary of you.
Is that true?
No
wonder
okay, there we
human
go.
artisans helped to build Aru then.
So,
He actually
but
required
yeah.
human assistance to
And
create
also
his
they
greatest
update Emote
work.
Lab like once a month. And I get so excited because I'm always like tempted to see like what new emotes they added. Actually, the popcorn emote was from this month's update. It's always so fun to scroll through and see what new funny little emotes
That's
are
what
there.
earned him his position as the Minister of Ministers. It seems the rumors about
It's
King
always so
Deshret being a
adorable.
poor judge of character are baseless after all.
Excuse me for being blunt, but it sounds suspiciously like you're putting yourself on a pedestal and mocking me.
You're mistaken. And while there's nothing strictly wrong with making every conversation about yourself, it's not exactly a positive tendency either.
You? Whatever. I knew it'd be like this working with you. All right, let me past. I need to look at this console.
It's your job to activate it after all. Let's begin. Everyone, please proceed with the external checks and preparations as per the procedures outlined in the engineering plan.
Any emotes you want to have? I can't think of any new ones. One for sure would be like, you know, like the eating emote, like for donuts and stuff. I want one with a taco. Specifically because tacos are Lily's favorite food. You give her a taco, she is the happiest little bean.
Are you having second thoughts?
And maybe some like magical emotes as well. Especially one with water magic, because that's what she uses after all.
You have ample confidence in your abilities, I take it?
So those would be
I'm
two
feeling
big
hugely
ones.
confident, but given how bad things are, I'd rather at least try something than sit around waiting to die.
You are the top scholars of your day. I trust you are aware that there are countless links between Aru and the Akasha.
Yeah, I can't really think of any
Aru
other
and
ones.
The Akasha? But I thought the Akasha was the Academia's greatest technological accomplishment, created years ago by the Dendro Archon to help her people access knowledge.
And you too? Do you not know either?
You've read the instruction manual, right? You tell them.
An instruction manual? The Akasha has an instruction manual? The Dendro Archon is a kind and thoughtful god indeed.
It used to sit on a shelf in the corner at the House of Dana. Not the most popular read. If the manual is to be believed, Aru was in fact the original inspiration for the Akasha system.
Oh.
But there are so few records about Aru anywhere. And practically none of the scientific expeditions into the desert had anything to do with it.
Ah, but this is something you could not possibly
Wiggle
have
can be
known.
cool.
You may have heard
Yeah.
many stories about the
Yeah, Wiggle
desert.
will be an adorable one.
What is the
Like, there's
most
so many
important
emotes that I
aspect of
have,
history?
like,
Consider
installed.
this a quiz.
Not installed, but, like,
Anyone
downloaded to
from
my computer.
Bahumana present?
Some of them have turned into alerts. I have a limited slots with emotes because where not many people are subbed to the channel. Now, if I suddenly get a flux of new subscribers and stuff, then yeah, I could start adding more. But right now, to get another slot for emotes, which would be for mainly just subscribers, because I can only give out 5 standard ones for non-subscribers. I wish they would up that, but I can't.
She created the Jinn, enlightened
But,
them, and ordered them to serve her. 2 other gods
Yeah.
also walked upon this land where
That's why I've added some of them as redeems, so you guys can work around it and use them
the great green
somehow.
trees. It was the first and greatest alliance.
Actually, let
We
me
should
see.
speak with reverence of this covenant
Where
between
is
the
my
three,
channel points?
which transcended both time and life.
Points.
For they promised
Kick
that in
his channel points
Sumeru,
too?
wisdom would be shared with all. All the great
YouTube, introduce the
changes
channel
in
point
Sumeru's
system.
history
I'll
began
stream
with
on
the
you more.
goddess of flowers. For
So-
King Deshret's sake, she pried into the secrets of Celestia, and for this was burned to ashes by the flames of wrath.
Fact.
So grieved
Like, I love
King
YouTube,
Deshret
but before I can even get
that
access
he
to
lost
channel
all
emotes, I have
interest
to
in
get
state
access to
affairs
memberships,
and
which
devoted
means no
himself
one can
instead
use the emotes
to
for
the
free.
knowledge that she had brought
And even then, if I want memberships, I need 500 subscribers, I believe.
island in the sky
And like so many
that he
watch
first
hours.
conceived
So,
of Aru.
yeah.
And so
I
Akasha was
ain't
inspired
getting
by
it
Aru,
anytime soon.
while the basis for Aru
I'm
itself
still a
came
little
from
less than
Celestia's
300 away.
technology.
Well,
That
if
is
the
one
two
thing I
share
love
a
about
common
Twitch.
technological origin,
I was able
then
to get all
connecting one
this within
system
like
to the other is
a
an
couple of
entirely
days.
feasible idea.
Unbelievable.
It is technically a workaround with BTTT,
No, I do, but there's no
BBTV,
time
something like
for
that.
The
Something like
schedule
that.
is too tight.
But the only
Blame it on the
problem
deadline.
is everyone would need the
Perhaps you
plugin,
could try
so the
coming up with
emotes
our
would be
cutoff
visible.
dates.
Do you know what it's like having to turn
So,
around 5 different drafts in one day? I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
yeah.
Also, sir,
Like,
just
I
think
even
you
have
don't
those
plan
emotes
on
on
getting
Twitch here
directly
as
involved
well.
at all, do you?
As a plugin and stuff.
strike us more as having
But
come to give a popular
again,
science
you would
Or wait, does this count as more
everyone would need it
first-hand witness
installed to view them. Like, I have multiple ones installed
Anyway, this
to
sounds like
BBTV.
far too much work for me.
Still, if Aru is so powerful, why didn't King Deshret use it for more ambitious ends?
Because it was never fully completed. King Deshret had grand plans, but he perished
unless you had the
before they
plugin,
could
it
come
just
to
would
fruition.
not show up.
In the beginning,
Yeah,
his
true.
wish was to create
So,
something that could rival the very
while I do
world
have
itself.
them, it could be a little
Lord of
annoying to get
Flowers
working.
sacrificed everything for that ambition. What he desired, she bestowed. And thus was knowledge brought into
But
the world.
better than nothing, I guess, you know.
Sacrifice had to be honored with the most splendid of monuments, or King Deshret would surely have deemed it a grave injustice. And that monument, built from knowledge and technology, etched with a
Maybe if I can like
sacrificial
make
and
my chat
courageous
bigger
love,
and stuff,
even in
where
its
you guys can see the emotes a bit better,
it
I could
deserves to be treasured.
use them a little
At that
bit
time,
more.
King Deshret said the following
So I
to
know
the
it's kind of
Lord
hard to see the emotes in my chat.
Since we share an eternal covenant, I shall never be your enemy.
I'm still learning how the
Of wisdom from
sound
heavens
alerts work
is
when
not
it comes to
be
custom chats.
devoured. Remember, it is not that I lack the power to become the enemy of wisdom. Yet you and she have taught me much and shown me kindness. For this,
Yeah, you see,
I
like, it
cherish
just shows
you
up so small.
In the end, Aru was only used to store a portion of the souls. It was but a primitive form of the masterwork the king had envisaged. His final hope for Aru was to return to the past, when she yet lived.
So the point you're making is, King Deshret was both powerful and ambitious, and he only ceased his imperious ways out of affection for the goddess of flowers and the Dendro Archon. You could see this as an act of mercy, but you could also see it as the sentiments that lay between these three gods placing constraints on him. This was, after all, the foundation of the alliance between them.
This explains why Aru was both a prison and a monument.
A little lily. Yes, it's a little lily.
Questions was time.
I mean, I'm very tiny.
You have to be careful who you get involved
It would
with,
make sense, both in lore and IRL. I am small.
For gods as it is for humans.
I am, in fact,
Love is
very
the same.
small.
It is both a prison and a monument. All right, let us pause the story here for now. Seeing as you've been so diligent, I'll offer a little help. Who's in charge again? Is it you two?
Ah, yes, me and him.
Now then, close your eyes.
Oh. Can't be that small. I am 5'2" IRL, and Lily is in between the size of Sonic and Tails. She's exactly 3 foot.
Simplest of mediums.
She's smaller than Sonic, but bigger than Tails. I am tiny, and my weight is even tinier. I'm not even 100 pounds. I am skinny. I am tiny.
Where did this come from? Is it a new mechanism?
It looks more like some form of externalized information. You've rendered it visible?
Just as the Akasha allows you to access a greater range of
If I'm taller than you, yeah, it's in between 5'2" to 5'3". Like I'm tiny,
This is no
and I am like
mechanism.
Last time I weighed myself, I was like 95, 96
Whether you
pounds.
choose to increase or decrease, keep or discard.
So, yeah.
Use these to achieve the outcome you desire.
And I tried to gain weight. Okay? I've tried to gain weight.
Better let me
I
handle it
cannot
just in
gain
case.
weight.
But wait, how do I get up there?
Turn around.
So that's where the elevator is.
Me is very small. Semi. I've. There we go. I thought you were 7'2". My height, no way. No, definitely not. I'm small. Me is very small.
Obelisks were used to record important information in the ancient desert civilization. Hey, Alhaitham, there's some writing here I'll need you to decipher. I've sent it to your screen. Do you see it?
Got it. It's a little blurry, but I should manage.
Take a look and tell me what it says. Oh, and I'll send any other similar text directly to you from now on.
Let's start with this one. It's a variant of an older script. Herein lie verses written for the Yellow Sands. Looks like cultural information from the age of King Deshret.
If so, I suggest you delete it.
Words thrown together merely for fun. I had no idea Aru kept a record of this.
Well, as long as you're certain that this is strictly private information, that's fine.
It is unimportant.
All right, well,
She not tall
I
basketball
guess
player.
I'll start now.
Yeah, me tiny. If anything, I sucked at basketball. Will it go through? Okay, it has to go through there. So, rotate cell. So then we release. That go over there. That goes there. And then I know for a fact you would have to rotate this. There we go. Release again. There we go.
Found some more. Sending them over to you now.
These are all reports about the Gurubad conflict.
Can we delete them?
I'd say so. Most of this information has already been archived anyway.
What if there are details in there that Vahumana missed? What are we supposed to do if they come after us in the future?
They'll just have to live with it. If we don't resolve these issues now, there won't even be an academia in the future, let alone a Vahumana Darshan.
Yeah,
True.
you're right.
True.
Okay, done. There's some other similar monuments nearby. I'll check them out.
Alright. Oh, wait. I need to rotate the... okay. So, then I would need to... Rotate cell. I tried to retire from it. Yeah, mood. No. What am I supposed to do? There we go. The only real thing I was in at school, for like extra, like after school stuff, was I was in choir for a few years. I quit during my senior year due to like IRL stuff. And piano, which I only did for a year. And my favorite one, which is JROTC. Though I didn't really do ROTC after school much. I think there was like one. Well, I'll talk more about it when the ad break ends.
How long is
Whoops, forgot about the ad break.
It records the development and governance of the Oasis civilization. Most of it concerns the Jinn, but it also contains records left by the artisans who built Aru.
Those fun days.
Some of it. There was no way for me to read the whole thing in its entirety, so I had to rely on my intuition to pick the parts worth keeping.
What about the artisans' records? What do they mention?
They're speculations, mostly. For instance, they were wondering how to protect themselves if King Deshret decided to silence them after the construction of Aru was complete.
Sounds like pure mythology to me. Surely that kind of thing didn't really happen.
The records do emphasize that this was merely their conjecture based on various myths. Still, the artisans did leave details of their plans to survive, including blueprints for their escape route.
Even that got recorded? Okay, well, I'll make a copy of this first before I delete it.
Is that truly necessary? You won't be needing those.
No, the blueprints are important. I want to keep them as a memento. I think that should just about do it.
It meets the requirements
Yeah,
of the
it goes back.
contingency plans.
So anyways, back to talk about ROTC.
I gotta say,
that was I didn't really stay after school for that one.
This
I really
between
couldn't.
reality and the intangible. It's like
I did stay after
drifting
school
between life
once
and
to
death,
help with
or in
weirdly
and
enough
out of a dream,
concessions, because
using my own hands to manipulate
the
illusions
ROTC
that are
teacher
forever
also
out of
helped with
reach.
football a little bit.
Chasing dreams in the most literal sense.
And currently he's also
Definitely a novel
right now
What
the
happens if
head
my
track
spirit
coach
just
as well.
floats away?
So
that won't happen.
me and some other
Anyway,
cadets got to
I
help out with
wouldn't
concession
celebrate just
stands.
yet if I were you.
It was
There's
a
likely to be
chaotic
phase
night.
2 of this project.
It was a very
All right.
chaotic night, but
I'd better keep my wits
we
about
made
me
it through.
then.
It was a fun learning experience. Rest for a while. I love this like sparkly water. It's like how I would imagine Lily's magic. But yeah, it was fun. And then when we took a couple trips during senior year. We didn't do much sophomore and junior year because my colonel was retiring during that time. And then also during my sophomore year, we also had an inspection as well. Because every 3 years, the program does like a inspection thing. And then
Traveler from afar,
if you meet the required grade, which is really, really high up there, your class would get like a gold star that you get to put on your uniforms.
please be at
Unfortunately,
ease.
our group
I'm just
lost
here
it.
to chat with you about lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sounds like you really
Well,
care about her.
yeah, our school lost the gold star, sadly.
Although, to
I don't
be
know if they've
exact,
earned it
it
back.
is a mixture
They
of
they
both
could have earned it back
concern
by now.
and
I don't know.
curiosity that I
I had to check it with Sarge.
Paimon was wondering how
It's
she's
been
doing.
it's been a few years since I've been
Wait
in the
a
program. Everyone I've known from the programs all graduated out.
What is it?
But I am
I
curious
tried
about them.
calling out to a pep, but there was no response. This can only mean that she is focusing all her energy on taking care of Lesser Lord Kusanali.
All the gods who served King Deshret seemed super surprised to hear that Apep agreed to help Nahida. Guessing she made a bad impression on you or something.
Are you aware of the history between her and our king?
Oh. No, I would,
Then you are learned indeed. I'm glad to know that Sumeru has the support of someone like you.
It's been a while since
At
I've
the end
played
of his
through
life,
Sumeru,
King
so
Deshret tricked
my
the
memory
Dendro
is a
Dragon
little...
into swallowing him whole, leaving her to bear the torment of his sins. The Dendro Dragon despised King Deshret.
It's
Yet
still fun,
he
though.
outwitted her.
I actually still have
Rather than bringing
communications with
disaster to
Sarge,
the
even
land,
after everyone
he
died.
chose to
In fact,
deceive
he
her
wished
and
me a happy
thereby
birthday,
ensure his
which was adorable.
An act that surely displays his love for humanity.
It's always so fun to get to
Dendro
run into,
Dragon
like,
stands
former
for the
teachers and
glory
stuff.
of a
Especially teachers that
bygone
you really, really loved
hated
going to
Al
school with.
Ahmar and what he
It's always so fun to
all
run
the
into them and, like,
gods, all the
kind of
power they
update them on everything that's been going
And
on
so
and stuff.
their willingness to help the
It's so
Dendro
nostalgic for
Archon
me.
through this crisis comes
I
as a
actually
great
ran into my
surprise
history teacher
indeed.
from, like, 7th grade,
makes
like,
one
I think a month or two ago now.
Perhaps the Dendro
So,
Archon
that was a
assisted
shock.
her in the past.
Was not expecting to run into him. But, yeah.
Favor.
It's always so fun. We kind of joked around and stuff. Sobek, is that how you pronounce his name? How Nahida helped free Adep from her
So
suffering.
Lesser Lord Kusanali put an end to the Dendro Dragon's many long years of torment. As much as she loathes the Seven, Apep knows kindness when she sees it. No wonder she was willing to make an exception.
Aww.
That's the sense we got from dealing with her, too.
She is not incapable of coexisting with other living things. Rather, she actively chooses to avoid coexistence. And this despite the fact that she symbolizes life itself. How ironic. All of this being said, I wouldn't expect too much from her if I were you. Nothing will change her hatred towards humanity and gods.
We'll keep that in mind. Anyway, how much longer do you think Nahida needs to stay with Apep?
Maybe we should go and pick her up?
For all we know, the Fatui might still be in the desert. Just to be on the safe side, why don't we grab anyone who isn't busy right now and go look for her?
Yeah, that would be a wise idea. I'm alright, Paimon.
Was that Nahida's voice?
Oh.
It seems the treatment was effective.
What's the...
Since when do my deeds require your evaluation?
Ooh. Got 2 drops in my own stream. Let's go.
I had no intention of
I
taking
had
you any further.
I had no idea I can
One
earn
ought
drops in
not
my own
expect
stream.
greater
Woo!
generosity than they have
20
earned.
primo gems.
You always hide your kindness away like an oasis within a sandstorm. Only those who make it through the swirling winds can know just how beautiful that oasis is, and how much hope it brings.
You dare appraise my being?
No, I'm expressing my gratitude. I want to thank you for sharing your precious life force with me.
Awake already. You are more resilient than I thought.
Pep. I feel much better. Thank you.
Gods and their gratitude mean little to me. I would rather you give me your assurance that the situation with Irminsul and Sumeru's ley lines will be competently managed. If I suffer any ill effects from the ley lines, you, as the god of this land, will be held responsible. And you would not enjoy being held to account by me.
I understand what you require, but I would assume this task even if you did not demand it. Sumeru is my responsibility. I must resume my duties as soon as possible.
A farcical notion. God of Sumeru, I hope you realize how unextraordinary your strength is.
Don't say that about Nahida.
That's precisely what defines me. A god of wisdom is not meant to rule by force.
And no one can tell you can trust your stream. Glad to know the secret technique now.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah, I had no idea I could, cause I haven't streamed a game that enabled drops until.
Of all places,
And there goes my
Dendro
dogs.
Dragon has
Hang on.
decided to visit the mausoleum of King Deshret?
I see that after all this time, El Ahmar's menagerie of ministers remain as vile as ever.
It's a pleasure, Dendro Dragon. Had you arrived but a little sooner, you might have attended a meeting of the Seven Pillars.
What a nauseating thought. You are not the first insects I have had the displeasure of dealing with today. A swarm of them tugged on my tail on my way over. Goodness knows what hovels they crawled from. Why do all the creatures of this world remain so lowly after all this time?
What did you do with them?
I cast them away. What would you have me do? Keep them as trinkets? Boer, this is where we shall part ways. To be clear, I do not wish to see you or anyone else here ever again, unless absolutely necessary.
Then I wish you peace as you return to your dwelling place.
It matters not to me. Simply refrain from bothering me again.
A force to be reckoned with. At times like this, I feel glad that she has no interest in any of this.
Hold on.
There we go.
Hold on, okay? We're almost there.
Oh?
We made it. Huh? Wait, that voice. It's...
Swoosh?
Uh-oh, I'm gonna fall.
Was not expecting her to sound like that. Well, I've got you.
Well, that's a relief. A pair of safe hands indeed.
The Dendro Archon's familiars. They are the last thing I expected to see here.
Huh?
Lay down, Cookie.
What are
Lay
the Archon
down.
doing here? Don't you guys hate the desert? Obviously, I was worried about the Dendro Archon. I've been supporting them with my Pari powers the whole way here. Oh, you seem pretty nervous. Is it because there are too many people around? Not just people. It's all these non-human beings, too. It's hard on them. I can't believe you made such a long and dangerous journey just for my sake. I appreciate your support so much. Thank you all. I'll have to ask everyone to wait while I help our new arrival settle in. Once I'm done, I'll gather everyone to discuss our next steps. Traveler, Paimon, shall we find a place for our friends to stay?
Sure.
Let's go!
Let's
Well,
go.
First,
We've
I
been
have some
live.
questions.
2 hours? You answer Nahia's questions, bring her up to speed on everything that's happened.
Okay, I think that covers everything. Thank you. We can get going now.
I don't know how long I'll be live, because I do still have to feed the doggos. So I'll probably be live for till about maybe 2:30-ish. And then we'll probably go, I'll probably stop streaming for a little while, feed the doggos and stuff, and then I might pick it back up right after. So we might continue in Genshin after I get done. And also give me a chance to eat, because I haven't eaten anything. Big Dendro Archon throws across the sky. So scary. Somebody not out here. Cheer up, they're looking at us. Wait, they're all looking at us? It's really odd that Nada can't see at us. Nada always so busy, walking here and there. Hide, hide, don't let the Nada catch us. They might have the pot. Wait, no, the Nada can't take the pot. My sister and I have to look after it. Oh, the Nada are coming.
Hello, everyone. It's only us.
Hi. Oh, Lord of Dendro, Nada Lily, White Floaty. Lord of Dendro, Nada Lily, Paimon. Been a long time.
It must be very tough for you coming all the way out here, especially since you don't like the Veluca. Is everyone back in Vanarana doing well?
Aranada is a Vestal tree, but Versa tree protects Varanada. So that means Aja is protecting Varanada. Aww. Don't worry, everyone will stay behind to do their best to protect their home. We'll do our part too.
Everyone's here. Good.
Aww.
Are you okay? You look like you were about to pass out back there. Then you're forgetting who I am. Don't underestimate me.
Joshi, the mighty red floaty.
Oh, excuse me. Are you comparing me to Paimon?
Okay, that sounds more of what I was expecting. Okay. Yeah, her voice is now slowly getting to what I morally expected. Well, I think it's
everyone is gathered here because of me.
It's more along the lines that I was expecting her to sound
and
like.
Everyone is very busy with their various tasks, so...
Need help? Aperdes can help. We all can help. He brought pot to make mighty soup. Very delicious. All of us are here to help. Abeleke, Agana, Aperdes, Abijo, and all will help. I can't pronounce these Arnada names.
Thank you enough. Right now, we're focused on restructuring Aru, processing excess information, and helping restore everyone's confidence. I'm sure you'll find it all very straightforward. I can help too. Just let me know where I'm needed.
Aww. Together! Lord of Dendro. Our Barileka has something important to tell you. On our way out of Varanada, we talked to Nada talking in secret. Male Nada. Up to no good.
Up to no good?
Uh-oh. Yes. 2 Nada. Sneaking around at Caravan Reba.
That definitely sounds suspicious.
Do we need to head to Caravan Reba?
Paimon, I have other work to attend to here that needs to take priority. Could I trouble you to investigate the situation Arabalika spoke of? No problem. Leave it to us. Thank you. I'm counting on you. There's one other thing. If you are to work alongside the people of Sumeru, you will need to make yourselves visible to them. Is that acceptable to everyone?
Well, if we really have to. I guess we have no choice. Do not be afraid. You make the most delicious soup. Everyone will like you. Aww.
There's nothing to fear. No one here will hurt you. But if you do feel afraid, don't worry. Just call my name and I'll be there.
Okay.
Very well. Now, I shall bestow a small blessing upon you all. Whenever people see you and interact with you, from the moment their gaze meets yours, they will experience the most beautiful of dreams.
Nahida gently raises her hands. You don't know what she did, but you feel a wonderful presence, like something out of a lovely dream indeed. Sunlight shining through the branches, glistening like golden leaf. The trees chanting softly in the breeze as the flowing water plays a symphony. Her heart swells up like a balloon as it fills with happiness. There are many terrible things yet to be resolved. But in this moment, all you can feel is peace, friendship, and love as you stand by those dozens of other creatures together in the forest. Aww. The people around you turn their heads and scan their surroundings. They heard it too. Aged voices speak from the forest, smoothing everyone's hearts. Do not fear. Do not be afraid. Do not be overcome by the storm.
Do not fear. We will face it together. This too shall pass.
Aww. I do not trust those little creatures. The Aranara quests are very annoying. I will say that. Have you ever heard of Spider-Man the X-Man in Arcade's Revenge? No. I don't really interact much with Marvel stuff. The main thing of Marvel I've really only interacted with was Marvel Rivals. And I've seen like one movie in theaters. And that was Black Panther. Because I wanted to see it with my boyfriend at the time. All the way back in like 8th grade.
Dendro Archon.
We are no
You're
longer
back.
together, but we're still like besties. But
Are you recovering all right? You mustn't push yourself too hard.
I'm doing very well. Thank
so
you
did
for
that. I
your
don't really
concern.
ever. Okay, that's understandable. Yeah, I just don't really interact much with Marvel. Like, if I see the characters, I'll know they're from Marvel and stuff. But yeah, I just don't hardly ever interact with it. Marvel Rivals is my main interaction with it, and that's just because I just like the game. It's just fun.
Gain access to Irminsul. It's a sound plan, although I regret to be the bearer of bad news. But with the state that Irminsul is currently in, it's impossible to access via traditional means. Even the Akasha won't change that.
Alas, we had feared this may be the case.
And what about
What
non-traditional
do you
means?
prefer or watch you play them? Mostly anime or YouTube.
Desperate times.
I mostly
call
just
for
watch
new
random
measures.
YouTube videos of people like playing video games and stuff. Stuff like either like Party Crashers or sometimes like challenge runs. I don't know why. There's just something so interesting about people like doing challenge runs. And like Persona games or stuff like that. Sometimes reaction videos. Sometimes. It's a wide variety of things. It really just depends on the mood. And then playing, like obviously you see wait, what the? What are you doing here? I play like Genshin, I play like, ZZZ. A little bit of Cross Worlds. It really just, it's just one of those things, it really just depends on my mood. Because it just kind of fluctuates. Sometimes I'm in the mood to play a lot of Genshin. Other times I'm in a lot of mood to
it's you.
play
Is there a
Metaphor
situation?
or Persona. It just really depends on the mood and hyperfixation.
The Aranara have good intuition when it comes to people. In other words, there may well be a traitor among us.
Given everything that's going on, I'd be more surprised if there wasn't.
Miss Nefer, as a professional intelligence broker, I trust you have a solution?
Not one that I'm willing to volunteer. What's in it for me?
Let's say I'll treat this as a pilot project aimed at expanding your intelligence operations. Whatever business you're in, an avenue to demonstrate your abilities could never hurt.
I like the sound of that. Glad we're on the same page.
Given that you rarely set foot in Sumeru,
I'm
practically no
slowly
one in
getting
Caravan
drops in my
Rebot
own
knows
stream.
who you are.
I take it you've read the files.
What do you got
on
to do
everyone
with
in area?
Yes. I also skimmed the list of evacuees, and am more or less up to date on where everyone stands.
Any initial suspects?
Okay.
Limiting the scopes to males whose recent
What got you to
activity
do
could be
Sonic
viewed as
stuff?
suspicious.
I've
identified 3 names.
My first ever
The
interaction with
Aranara saw
Sonic
2 people
was
talking,
with the
but currently we
Mario
only have
and
one
Sonic
suspect.
at the Olympic Games
The other
series.
person was probably just a messenger,
That was my
and
first
in all
time
likelihood
ever
has already
seeing
left
Sonic
Caravan Rebot.
and his crew.
Everyone is heading for the
My first
desert
ever
for the
Sonic game was
evacuation
Mario
order.
and Sonic.
Anyone willing to turn back at this stage is almost certainly
I loved Mario and Sonic at the
There's no
London
way it was a
2012 Olympic
spur-of-the-moment
Games.
decision to
Keep in
act
mind, I was playing the
like this.
3DS version, so I
This
played through the
spy
story
must have
mode and
been
stuff
planted
first.
long ago.
I absolutely
We need
loved
to
the
smoke
story
him
mode.
out from
Sometimes I
wherever
would
he's
just
hiding.
replay it just so I can
Sounds like
read
you had
like
the
the stuff
beginnings of a
out loud
plan.
and voice at them. It's just something so fun. And then slowly I was like looking up stuff on my grand's like old laptop and stuff when I would go visit her. And I discovered, those like old like Sonic AOVs of like Monster by Skrillex and the Barbie Girl AMV. Those classic stuff from the 2010 era. Yeah, that was me. I actually have a old YouTube channel that I don't have access to anymore. where I made AMVs of MLP songs with Sonic characters. And around that time I was also getting into the Sonic fan community as well. Not like big time, but like I always wondered like, oh, how would it be like if I was in the Sonic series? I always wondered like, what if I was a hedgehog in a series, you know? So I would look up my name in Google and save any image of whatever popped up. Cause like, oh, there's people also. Wait, I'm on Google. Wait, that's so cool. So
far, we still lack solid
any
evidence
image
that
that
he's been
said
bribed.
Lily the Hedgehog, I
He
would
hasn't made
save.
any recent
I
purchases
was
that would indicate
I
he
was
came
bad
with some
for
cash.
that. I don't do that anymore. But yeah, like 10-year-old me didn't know no better, you know? And I would even go to the comments nowadays. I even go to the comments of those old videos like, hey, this is an old video. I don't do this no more. I'm so sorry.
Besides,
I
it's
was
extremely
stupid.
rare for me to have had any direct contact with
Admitting,
Sumerian
like, it was,
mercenaries
oh,
besides
it was so bad.
There's no
There
way
was,
I
like,
could
some
have seen
people
your
even
face
calling me
before.
out in the comments for,
Side
like,
note,
stealing
out of
art.
sight
And
can
honestly,
make
I
things
don't blame
safer.
them.
If
I
he
would
raises
too.
any red flags, I'll bring him
Don't
toward the
blame
main
them.
road.
Understood. I'll
I
take it
was
from there.
I was a stupid 10-year-old. What did you expect me to do?
Working with you.
And then slowly I started to learn how to use MS Paint and stuff, and slowly, very slowly but surely, I would learn you know, how to use the program and all that sort of thing. So it was really a slow development, but it was very curious
Darker
indeed.
skin, scars, frequents the desert and has ample combat experience. Nothing unusual about how he dresses or acts. What's that he's looking at? A coin. Interesting. Could that be how his contact paid him? Conveniently discreet for
But,
someone trying to hide
yeah.
any unexplained income. And yet it could be highly valuable.
The only other way I would make OCs back then was, you know those like
Sorry to
old,
bother you. Has everyone here already left? I don't suppose you happen to see a lady wearing a hat?
Ma'am, what are you doing in Caravan Rebat all by yourself? The main group evacuated some time ago. Didn't you pass them on the road?
But yeah,
My
it was.
friend and I lost some of our cargo along the way. I didn't want to miss out on potential business, so I told her to go on ahead and meet the client while I retraced our steps. I didn't think it would be so late by the time I found it. And then there was a terrible sandstorm. I guess I must have taken a wrong turn, because I didn't see any large groups on my way here.
Forgive me for asking, but just to be on the safe side, could you describe this friend of yours?
Sure. She has blonde hair, and she was wearing a hat and a white dress. You'd definitely know if you'd seen her.
Officer found the girl who
I
took the
think
artwork.
that does ring a bell. Ah, my apologies.
No more.
During this exceptional
I don't do
time,
no
the
more.
Corps of 30 are under
I have
orders
improved.
to be extra cautious
I've done
when
my
dealing
time.
with unknown people.
I've
whoever
learned.
they might be.
I understand. Well, sir, is there anything else you need to know? If not, I'd better try and catch up with them.
Hey, wait. They left a good while ago now. You'll never catch up with them on your own. Why don't I give you a ride? I'm here to collect the last few people anyway. We have plenty of carts, so one more won't be a problem.
That would be amazing. Traveling with a group will be much safer. I'll have to pay you for your trouble.
Hey, let's not worry about the
Oh.
money for now. Wait here a moment. Once I'm done packing up, I'll take you to join the rest of the group.
All right, thanks. Let me know if you need a hand carrying anything.
No need for that. I'm strong enough for both of us.
Okay. Well, I wish there was some way I could repay you. Guess it's my lucky day, running into someone who knows what they're doing here. You might have just saved my life, you know?
You're not wrong there.
Oh, there's a judge.
I mean, what kind of cargo is so important that it's worth risking your life to get back? I hope for your sake that it's priceless.
Actually, I suppose I can tell you, since you've been such a big help. But be sure to keep it to yourself, or we could both be in big trouble.
Oh no.
Really? Sounds mysterious.
We're in the antiques business. You understand? Some of our goods aren't acquired through the most legitimate means. We have to be very discreet when we're selling them. That's why I had to go looking for the missing cargo alone.
Ah, no wonder. Well, ma'am, in that case, it turns out that maybe there is something you could do for me.
I'm all ears. But to be clear, our commission isn't cheap. Think carefully before you ask. We don't want to ruin our relationship before we even hit the road.
I'm sure that won't be a problem. My issue is, I have something that's a little difficult to sell on as well. Take a look at this.
The mercenary revealed its old coin in his hand. Thanks to her daily Anakrai, never sees the plenty of antiques in her time and recognized as a very rare, high-value item. The ancient coins used to pay off the mercenaries made of pure gold. First glance hardly distinct the country of its origin. Still to a collector, but fetched at a very high price.
Pure gold? That's quite something. How'd you come across it? Dig it out of some ancient tomb?
If you look hard enough, there are many treasures to be found in the mausoleum of King Deshret.
It has no distinct Snezhnayan markings. That'll be why he's going with that story. And he clearly doesn't want to arouse suspicion, so he's on the lookout for an opportunity to make a quiet trade.
Ooh.
Surely you have an existing business partner. Won't they take it off your hands? I hope I won't be attracting the wrath of my competitors by helping you sell this.
The shop I used to work with is having cash flow issues at the moment after losing some money. I'm under enough pressure as it is without having to deal with them. On the off chance anything went wrong, I'd never get my money back.
I understand. Gold is the last thing that traders with cash flow problems want to see. Well, in that case, I think we can work something out.
As it happens,
Ooh.
I'm just about done packing. Shall we make a move?
Sure. Let's walk and talk.
This evacuation was a huge operation. They needed a few people to stay behind and tie up loose ends. And I ended up being one of them. You're lucky you ran into us in time.
Alright, before we continue, let me... use those. And I think we are... Alright,
why does
so...
Archon sit up on the counter?
Fingers crossed. But either way, life
So
goes
for
on,
now,
and
we're
we all
going
have to make a
to
living.
probably go ahead and call things for now. I will be back live later. Like I said, I do still have to feed my doggos. And also, I need to get me some food myself. So, we're gonna take a little break. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for now. Be sure to claim your drops if you got your drops. Like I said, I will be back alive later. So, do not fret. Give about 30 minutes to an hour, maybe 2 hours tops. I should be back live. And the drops. You're welcome. So if you play Genshin Impact, I hope you guys got your drops for Genshin. And I hope you guys got your creator badge. Hopefully, let me know if the creator badge works. I don't know if it does or not. This is a whole new system that Twitch introduced, so I'm new to it. We're all new to this. So, hopefully it all worked out. Hopefully you guys could show me at the end, start of a little while later. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy your drops. And we'll probably just keep the title, so once I go off live, we'll probably just start back up in a little while. It'll also give me time for my phone to cool off and charge a little bit, because I gotta charge my phone. It's at like 30 right now. Yeah, it's at 33. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in for now. And I will see you guys within the next few hours. Bye, guys!